Here we go.
Hey you guys, how y'all doing? It's your boy Tyson. We back today for part 4 of the roommate horror story. If you've been watching part by part, thank you. I love you. I really do. Because this do take a lot of time. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. Real quick today, I decided to give y'all a little top bun. I don't know why, but I've been trying to make my hair different for every video. The braid's starting to get a little crusty, but that's okay. Gave y'all little edges, you know what I'm saying? Tell your girl take notes. Tell your nigga I'll break his hoe. How y'all like my Megan Thee Stallion? Okay, let me relax. Too much. Geeked up. So, at any rate. Like I said, though, thank y'all for sticking through. Because, like I said, as y'all can tell, I couldn't have done this video in one video. It would have been like a live video, you know what I'm saying, for 3 hours, and then it would have taken 3 days to upload. So thank you for sticking through. Like I said, not gonna really intro much. I want to get to the story real quick. I did I already had a Patreon, and then I was advertising it for some time, but I never really did anything with it. I have it back up and set up live now. Let me know what kind of content y'all would want on there. I could do like music. I can start getting back into writing poems. I really don't know what to do. So, but I like to implement that as well as a source of income. So y'all let me know. And then also let me know, would you prefer to be monthly payments or just per product payment? You know, like maybe you'll get a sneak peek on when I start doing music videos, you get a sneak peek of it, or whatever the situation is. We'll figure something out. But I'm thinking of things to do. Leave me some suggestions down below. If you're interested. Real quick, let me go get my notes. I'm slacking. All right, my bad. So at any rate, let's get right into the story. All right, so we left off on the Final Showdown. All right, so just to give a little preface, I can't say the person's name because they filmed the video with me. But the apartment tour video that I did, the part 5 or I think it was part 5, Avansar. I might have mispronounced that. It's been a while since I took French. But no, because I shot that part and then I did an apartment tour. So those 2 separate videos, my bad. If you go back in August, it shouldn't be hard to find because I haven't posted much since then. Well, kind of here and there. But at any rate, if you go back in August, look for the part 1, part 5, where I was explaining, you know, when how I had got homeless the first time and all that stuff. Then you will find the apartment tour at the end after part 5 of Avansar. Again, I might be pronouncing that wrong in French, but the gist of that part of the trilogy, saga, whatever, was, you know, moving forward, thinking, you know, looking at the glasses half full instead of half empty. So at any rate, rainbows, sunshines, gumdrops, all that shit. I did a apartment tour video, and the preparation for that, I had to move some stuff out of the way. And let me try to mirror this. So at this point, Capri Sun and Forrest were gone. They were actually with Ebony and Ivory. And Ebony had said everything was going good. They were fine. Apparently they were good that weekend. You know, at first, I think Capri Sun was, you know, bitching about moving or whatever. I can't remember exactly, but I think she said that they left happy. When they had got back, when I had filmed this video, I had to move stuff out of the way. Couple of things that they did, or a couple things, I moved their shoes out the way because their shoes, they keep their shoes in the doorway. Now, I did used to do this when I lived at my family's house. However, I would keep them out of the way. You can't really, like, I would keep, so it was door, it had windows. This is a house. So I could put them in this little corner and they're not in the way to trip somebody up. You can't do this in this apartment. So I put their shoes in the linen closet, which also essentially just happens to be where we keep the trash at. Now, I can't remember if I got mad and threw them in there or not. I ain't gonna lie, I might have. But I think I just put them in there. Now, did I set them down neatly? No, I don't touch feet. I'm not doing all that shit, and your shoes shouldn't be by the door anyways. I probably threw them in there. I'm not gonna lie. not in the trash can, but in the closet, if I recall correctly. So I did that. I did, I think I had to fold up or move the fish pisses corner, her little blanket. I think I had to fold that up, move that or whatever. And I had to do a couple more things. But, so that was pretty much what happened Saturday. They were getting back in Sunday. Saturday night, Sean forgets that they're coming back. So he locks the top lock. Now, the way this works, the top lock, there's no key for that. It's just a key for the bottom lock. So he locks the top lock. Or not, I don't think he locks it, but he notches it. You know, they have a little notch, so the door only opens so much. So that ended up resulting in Capri Sun and Forrest not being able to get in for a little while, and Forrest ended up being late to work. I did apologize for that later because that wasn't the intention at all. You know what I'm saying? He don't live here, Sean. So I didn't expect him to, you know, think, oh shit, let me not, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't something I thought I really had to check on, you know, before I went to bed at night. After just getting back from working and all that. So, oh yeah. Real quick, what I meant to say something. Oh, and then also Saturday was draining because this was the night that Brunhilde and Sean and I had the conversation. If I'm not mistaken, we had no, we didn't have that conversation this night. I don't think so. But I know me and Brunhilde had gotten in an argument. And so that literally took, this is Saturday. I'm usually working. We literally from 8 o'clock to 2 a.m., maybe 1 a.m. are just talking. Going at it and then talking and then, you know, a little bit of everything. And I had also filmed a video earlier. So like, I'm tired. Like I'm drained at this point. So it was time, you know, after work, putting on a face for these little Uber passengers. It was time to go to bed. So I'm trying to sleep in. It's Sunday. Now, and keep in mind also, no, I'll come back to that. So fast forward to the next day, Capri Sun and Forrest get back. They're not able to get in, so she's calling me. She claimed she was talking, but she was screaming. I'm sure she wasn't talking calmly. So she was screaming my name. I couldn't hear her. I was dead asleep. I'm one of those people, like, I'm a heavy sleeper, but a light sleeper at the same time. If that makes sense. Can't really explain it. Don't care to anyways. We on a time schedule. Ask me about that another day. So at any rate, she finally gets a hold of me and I open the door. And so I walk back in at that point. So maybe not even an hour later, I hear banging on my door. And it's none other than Charmeleon, Capri Sun's mom. So I'm sitting here like, okay, I gotta be having a nightmare. I know, because I don't like this lady. I don't like her, keep her real. So maybe she done crept up in my nightmares. Who knows? But I gotta be having a nightmare. There's no way she's banging on my door at 10 a.m. on a Sunday. So, come to find out, I wasn't asleep. I was wide awake. So, she done woke me up. Sean's up. And, she's screaming, doing all this, da-da-da-da. So, I think Capri Sun's going off in the background or whatever. And Sean was like, okay, but why are they going at you? Why are the both of them, two women, going at you? You know what I'm saying? And then Capri Sun, all of a sudden, she bold now. You know, you were so scared and all this, which is why I don't believe her. I don't believe her. I do believe in standing up to a bully. But if you say you're scared of somebody, you're so scared and you're uncomfortable, you're not feeling, I don't care who's there, you're not really feeling bold, you know, unless you got Mike Tyson on your team and we about to box, you're not really feeling that bold to try to cuss them out and all this stuff. Because here comes Capri Sun, oh, I don't know why the fuck Sean, I almost said his name, Sean is even talking, he don't live here. And so I'm like, Sean, just please. So I calm him down real quick. I go out here to see what's happening. Let me tell y'all how motherfucking tired and not in the mood I was for this shit. In fact, let me illustrate for y'all. This was my knees right here. It was not no Megan Thee Stallion today. This was my knees when I was talking to them. I'm crying. So as y'all can see, my knee is buckling. That's how early it was. It was too early for this.
It's too early. It's too early. It's too early.
So I hope y'all like my illustration. Great at charades. Call me on Zoom. We'll set something up. Game night. At any rate. So as you like, I'm really not in the mood for this, but I come outside and the floor is soaking wet. Carpet. Come to find out, keep in mind, at this point, Fish Piss, the dog, has been having accidents in the same area. I don't care what the fuck that girl say. It was in the same area as where the water heater leaked or had bursted. That's what had happened. The water heater had busted. Hi, you guys. I want to come through real quick and reiterate how I know for a fact it was pee. For one, the dog went right before they left. I know. So it didn't, I wouldn't say the heater, I wouldn't say it started really leaking until maybe Saturday. That's when it started getting like, okay, we're stepping in it and it sounds like a squishing noise. However, my side of the hallway, if you go on my apartment video, you'll kind of figure out what I'm talking about. But my side of the hallway is all the way on the other side. So how did that get wet if the water heater is all the way on the other side? You get what I'm saying? All right, just wanted to clarify that. Which explains, because you know, it's throughout the weekend, me and Broomhild and Sean are walking throughout the house and we're having to step over it. Like literally, here come another illustration. Literally, like that. Okay, all right, y'all get the damn point. All right, so as you can tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting bigger a bit, so we can tell. But here's my thing. I don't own an apartment complex. I'm not a maintenance man. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I just assumed the pissy ass dog's piss was continuing, like it wasn't drying up fast enough. And that's how it was when she peed the first time, because it took a while for that shit to dry. I told y'all we have a vacuum, the cheap $20 vacuum. This is what I meant by the way, by rectangle. So it's the vacuum. I'm gonna just post a picture of. Well, I don't know what those vacuums are called, but hopefully I can find a picture. Okay, so as you can see, it has the small rectangle. That's what I meant by rectangle, not the shape of it, but the little rectangular slot to vacuum up shit. That's not gonna do anything. You know what I'm saying? That's some like college dorm shit. Granted, y'all are college students, but no, we need a grown people vacuum, especially if your dog is gonna be pissing up the carpet and shit. So at any rate, at this point, they're coming at me as if I just knew that the water heater was busting. That's what's happening. And when I show y'all this leak, literally, I ain't gonna do that. I was about to lift this thing up and tip it or something. It was literally like, let's see. After you keep the freezer open too long and the condensation starts melting and it just drips. Drips. Like it was a gradual process. So gradual that we just assumed the floor wasn't drying up. Nobody knew that it was a water heater. I'm not a maintenance man, and neither are you hoes. So I don't know why y'all coming at me like I just purposely allowed the shit to just happen for 3 days. Why the fuck would I do that? Come on now. Let's use common sense if y'all have some. So at any rate, at this point, that's what Charmeleon's going off about. So at this point, I walk it all the way back. Because now you done woke me up. It's Sunday, 10 a.m. We gonna discuss everything. Because I done bit my tongue for you like I'm your nephew. And the truth is, ho, you don't know me. And I don't know you. And I don't give a fuck about y'all feelings. It's 10 a.m. So let's fucking go. So, at this point, we all yelling. I'm going off. Charmeleon actually tells her daughter, Capri Sun, to shut up and let me talk. Which was good. That was great. Because this girl got really, really bucked out of nowhere. I've been waiting to see this energy. I'm wondering where this energy at. Because any other time you texting me through your boyfriend. Literally using his phone to text me. Because I know the way that she talks and the way he talks is two different things, baby. So, at any rate, you got all this energy. You hoopla, hoopla, rah, rah, rah. Look, them braids was real cute, but you was about to get them hoes snatched the fuck out the frame. That's what the fuck was about to happen.
Cargo fast, zoom. I'm on your ass, move.
It gets to a point to where I don't really care what's in between your legs. I've taken disrespect from you, your family. Look, I didn't move out of my toxic environment to move into another one. I didn't do that for that. No. So, with that being said, at this point, we're snapping at each other. I had brought up the fact of the whole Rufus situation and how, you know, in comparison to the Brenda situation, you didn't want us to work for free. And then y'all sitting here texting me like that's your business and it's not. So, you know what I'm saying? Just bringing up, you know, everything pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And so at this point, Capri Sun's getting ready for work. All this stuff happens. I've called Ebony. I'm sorry, y'all. It all happened so quick. I can't remember everything word from word. Although I do remember a lot of stuff. But at this point, I talked to Ebony and she was, I would say for the most part, impartial. You know what I'm saying? And still in all this situation, I feel like, okay, they felt like I threw their shoes in the trash, even though the reason why the linen closet is the trash can is because they're untrained as dog. You know what I'm saying? Okay, whatever. They took that as a sign of disrespect. Whatever the situation is, your mom got in my face. At this point, I really don't care. I don't care. There's nothing that outweighs that. Your mom got in my face. And because I'm a man, and I'm taught, and we're taught in our community, in the Black community, to respect elders. Although I feel like I've shaken off most of that, which is good. I urge all of the youthful, the millennials and Gen Zs, yes, listen to your parents when they are correct. I don't want to misconstrue people when I say this, because I do feel like at the end of the day, I want to believe most parents are not toxic. They want the best interest for you. But I don't come from that background. So I have to keep it real. Some adults need their ass whooped. There are children that needed their ass whooped a long time ago. They big grown ass kids. That is what her mama is. And I don't have no problem telling that to her face, her mama face, anybody.
Your mom's a hoe.
Really and truly. So at this point, it's more in between me and Charmeleon. Now we're calmly talking. Oh, yeah. We're already past that point. So I'm talking to Ebony about the whole situation. Charmeleon, there we go, walks out. And she's like, here, come here, let me show you something. So now all of a sudden, she know how to talk calmly to people. Now all of a sudden, you know how to talk. You know not to bang on somebody's door at 10 a.m. And I told them in the conversation, I do remember saying that, boundaries. That is y'all problem. Y'all don't know how to speak to people. And your boundaries, you don't have boundaries. And I let her know that at that point, you are beneath Margaret. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, that's my mom. You are beneath her, because one thing she would do is she would have enough I didn't say flash. I call it fake ass class. But she would have enough class not to come at me as the roommate and my company. Not only me as the roommate, but my company, and say some shit that I vented to her. So you are beneath her. I let her know that shit. I let her know. And at that point, she got real quiet and real humble. I get you together. I will. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Sagittarius. So, back to what I was saying though. At this point, now, she's, quiet, humble, all that stuff. She's showing me peacefully what happened. I said, okay, that's all right. Thank you. So, I continue to go back out, or I go back out the door because my signal is spotty in the house. And continue talking to Ebony. And at this point, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, where do we go from here? You know what I'm saying? What is the solution? I've updated her and Ivory on the situation already. Now, I didn't remember to tell them all the stuff that happened as far as me doing the video, putting their shoes here or whatever. At that point, I didn't care. I was tired of giving them legs to stand on, because I know that in their minds, they weren't trying to give me a leg to stand on. So it was kind of like, I didn't really care. You know what I'm saying? Because the bigger picture to me wasn't, oh my God, we're so aggravated by Tyson. He's so unbearable to live with. That wasn't the bigger picture to me. Let me tell you what it was. Well, can I tell you what it was? I'm gonna say that for the end. Right now we're at 18 minutes. And we're not done. I forgot. There's a whole nother half. So at this point, we do not speak. Oh, yeah. Capri Sun storms out to her car to go to work. And she's smart enough not to speak to me. That's good. Because she didn't need to speak, make eye contact, none of that shit. Her mom has also left too. At this point, we don't hear from each other. I believe Sean had to work, so I might have taken him to work. I know I was working. So the whole day went by. No. Did I take Sean home? I don't think. Let me check. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay. House meeting, Sunday. Sunday night is the time to have a house meeting after shit has just happened. No, it's not. Nonetheless, the pace of this, and then we're going to have to go after this. The pace of this conversation was, I do feel like me and Forrest were coming into it kind of open with everything happened. Especially him, since he wasn't there. He was at work at this time. He ended up being late, but he did make it. So at this point, Capri Sun's just on her phone. You know what I'm saying? Not like innocently checking her phone, but like trying to be on it like, oh, I'm not really here for this conversation. Da-da. So my thing is, if you want to shut the fuck up and allow him to be your mouthpiece, then shut the fuck up and allow him to be your mouthpiece. Don't cut in when you want to. Like, respect is a thing for me. Respect is a thing. Even though we just had this altercation earlier, damn near a fight, because I was ready to throw hands with both y'all. It was going to be 2-on-2, baby. You wasn't going 1-on-2 me. So with that being said, I don't care what between your legs, ho. Not at that point. That lines of disrespect that had been crossed. So at any rate, at that point, that's how I feel. Shut the fuck up, then. I was like, okay, so she obviously ain't here to talk. So I let them know what happened, or I had told them everything. I said the delivery, it sucks. It's piss poor. We cannot have that level of disrespect in this house again. Like, point blank, for any side. I don't think that's acceptable. She still, at this point, if I'm not mistaken, hasn't spoke. He starts saying some things, and I also apologize to him for making him late to work. That was not intentional. That was not on purpose. So throughout this time we're talking, she's smirking, and I think she's gotten in a few oh reallys and this and the third. I do remember letting her ass know that it was not her damn business what me and Rufus had going on as far as if I paid him or not. And she said, oh, really? And I said, yes, it's not your business. It's not. And she was like, oh, okay. As if you're right. You're not. You're wrong. It's not your fucking business. Again, my analogy with the car salesman. If I tell you go to this car salesman, it's not my fucking business what happened. As long as he didn't oversell you and he wasn't rude to you, I don't care. I don't care. It's like if somebody recommends a store or some shit. Like, it doesn't really matter. Go handle your business. So at any rate, things got very, very heated. We started going back and forth with each other. And I told her mom crosses boundaries. That is a problem. Her mom crosses boundaries. It was what it was. I let her know about her mama. Sorry nobody's ever told you that, but your mama crosses boundaries. So, with that being said, from there, it just got louder and louder. And Forrest caught himself trying to calm the situation down by telling everybody shut the fuck up, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm like, okay, who the fuck? Like, I know you got to defend your girl, but boy, you better slow the fuck down. Don't get beat up over her. Let's not do this. And if I can't beat you up, Sean in the other room, he waiting. He on standby. Gang. So at any rate, at this point, this talk goes on from maybe 10 or 11 to, I see right here 144 is when he sent me this text message. So, again, can't remember all the details, but I do have this text message right here for you. So he sends me this text. So I was just thinking and realized you were saying slick shit about Capri Sun and Charmeleon. It don't sit right with me. Towards the end, it was more an attack on Capri Sun and her mother. Mostly Capri Sun as opposed to a conversation. Plus, you kept cutting her off when she tried to talk. Now, I will say that we all had a history of doing that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just, I feel like there's times where it happens where it's intentional and when it's not. Like, for me, I have ADHD really bad. If I don't tell you what I need to tell you right now, I might forget it. Just might forget it. But at this time, you can't respect a level of respect after we just had an altercation. That's not natural. It's not natural. It's not, no. It's not humanly possible after a level of altercation of that intensity at 10 a.m. on a Saturday that you banged on my door and started with. No, you cannot expect that. And I'm not going to give you that. I really don't care at this point. So, back to what he was saying though. Plus, you kept cutting her off when she tried to talk. I definitely don't fuck with that. I'd rather say this and let it be put out that I don't fuck with that type of stuff. Why he didn't say this in the house meeting where we could have talked, I don't know. I don't know why you had to send this in the text. Again, amateur boxer. But whatever. I got caught up trying to be a peacekeeper and I let you just talk mad shit. So it's no hard feelings, but at the same time, I don't fuck with that stuff. Everything else will continue how we had it set forth. I would say it to you in person, but that would start a whole new combo. That's not necessarily necessary. My closing remark on everything is if you're trying to boss up on me. Oh, I forgot to mention, by the way, they had decided, that I was leaving, as if I'm not a contributing factor to this. Now, that is what ended up happening. And my thing was, as long as we ended up doing the waiver of liability thing. And I'll probably bring that up again in the, conclusion. But you're not going to decide. Like, you know what I'm saying? Again, they're moving like I'm an add-in roommate. Not like we purchased this room together, this whole house. So at any rate, back to my response, I said, she can feel how she feels. You can feel how you feel. I said what I said. I don't know what else there is to say. And he replies, this is Forrest, the boyfriend. Sounds good, just don't say nothing slick or else I'm going to call it out, point blank, period. And instead of me going back and forth with this man on text message, because I don't do that, I just like the status to let you know we see each other. So, again, all this big and bad energy out of nowhere, and then it don't match up.
She was gonna read us. She was gonna drag these bitches. She was gonna let these bitches have it. Oh, she the queen. Oh, the bitches.
Like, okay, Mr. and Mrs. Leaks. Let me relax. I didn't have to drag Greg into that. You know what? Actually, nah. Because the way he came at Peter, it's like, okay, Greg, you and Peter around the same age, but you ain't finna bust no grade. Don't do that. But at any rate, so that happened. That was the end. Let's see if there's anything else I can tackle in here. Nope. The next thing would be the text messages, and that is gonna take a whole video. So we're not gonna do that now. So with that being said, that concludes the end of part 4 of the roommates. As y'all can see, these was the longest 2 months of my damn life. Literally, I'm dead ass serious. Yeah. I started missing that bliss of being homeless in that hotel after dealing with these hoes. All right. So with that being said, that concludes part 4. Again, y'all let me know what y'all think I should do for Patreon. Go cop that fuego, 15% off, and free shipping codes in the description box. Like, share, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this particular part of the story. And I really wish I could reenact it for y'all better, or recall a lot more details, but it just happened so quick. It was too early. But with that being said, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought down below. I know y'all ready to get off these roommates. I'm ready too, but I do, like I said, I come through with receipts, and I work in receipts. I don't do just hearsay. So even, in the last video, I put up a couple text messages on the screen to show y'all, no, I really do this. I might do it for this one. I'm not sure, because it would take a lot of doxing, and I don't really care to take that much effort out on these people. But at any rate, y'all let me know what y'all thought down below, and I'll get back to y'all on the next video. Peace.